Hey folks, when we last left off, the party has found their way back into Barovia for the second time.
By choice.
Definitely by choice this time. 100% by choice. However, things are not the same. Not all is well in Barovia. The mists are behaving strangely. The people in the village seem to have all vanished and disappeared, except for a small, huddled group in a basement, and one man who is apparently being tortured by 4 priests. The March of the Dead goes on outside as the undead rise in greater numbers than they had seen before. And speaking of undead rising, when we last left off, we were in the middle of combat. 3 of the 4 priests had been felled. Had been felled? Were felled. Sorry, passive tense, my fault. And they, one by one, rose up. One of them with an ethereal spectral form. One of them taking on the appearance of a deathly ghost. And the third turning into what was kind of a mecha vampire. Hey, we're gonna jump right back into it.
Say what again? What?
I don't remember that one.
Mecha vampire?
Well,
And a long snout with really big things coming out. It was the last one to come back up.
It was.
Okay.
He's cute.
To reconfirm, I will move you guys back over to the battle map as soon as I freaking find out where it is.
Yeah.
There you go. And you are
Hey,
here.
that's Frog. No. Ash is like, no.
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 I did not consent to this.
That's his mark.
With a 20.
All right. We're going to move this way a little bit. Yeah, we'll do that. Move this over here so the people can see. Yeah, there we go. This is that good stuff. We're going to go and start at 20, which is not the top of the order, because when I looked back at last week's session, Bree had just gone. That was the last of the players to go. So it is Ismark's turn. He's unconscious. Which means it is now Blue's turn. All right, as a reminder for you, before we jump back into this combat, Blue has the spectral image. Red has the deathly image. Green has a vampiric image.
Does Blue still have a hole in his chest?
No.
Okay.
They appear to
Can I
be...
get those?
Yeah, sure. Blue spectral, red deathly, green vampiric.
Bullshit!
Hey, listen, bullshit free shit, right? I feel like I have the wrong music on. So let's fix that.
What was red again? Deathly. Deathly type. Thank you.
Deathly.
My favorite. All right, cool. Very neat.
Are you sure the vampiric one isn't your favorite?
No. I'm good with music. So good.
Yeah, we're never gonna leave this combat. It's too good music.
Ironscape just like in the trash.
This was supposed to be last time around music, but I picked different music for it, so you guys got it. This was the fight that they didn't get to in their first session. All right, it is now Blue's turn. Remind me what condition he had. Actually, no. So he was downed.
The condition he had was dead.
Yeah, no, that's not a thing anymore.
Duper dead.
So him getting downed in combat would have removed the condition. Cascade, remind me what you're concentrating on.
Me.
Oh yeah, Mechadel.
Party, it's Chonky Doubt.
Chonky Dog. My fault. My fault.
I think Blue was prone though, because he did sit down.
Yeah, they both, all 3 of them rose up. Because them rising after death happened on the turn order reset at 20. And then purple is blinded. And I don't know what I used that other one for.
Can't see it.
Paralyzed? Here, hang on.
I think he was only blinded.
No, there was another paralyzed one.
Well, it was blue and green that was how that were.
Oh, he's blind and paralyzed. He's blind and paralyzed.
Blue and,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right. He's
blue
blind
and
and
green
paralyzed.
were my hold person, but somebody else did that.
So your hold person is no longer because they died.
They both did, yeah.
Yeah. So that released. When this brings us, cool. This brings us to Blue's turn. I also need to remind you guys of the battlefield too. Sorry to jumble through this. As a reminder, the door had a silence bubble on it. The door was, well, removed from the wall as the wall was removed from the wall. And so the door fell down. The silence bubble is now squarely where Cascade is standing. Just as a reminder, please don't cast in that particular square. Probably won't work. Blue.
Unless it's all somatic.
Fair. Blue stands up. And you can see on his body where the tattoos were before. They seem to be glowing much brighter now. And as he stands and gets this maniacal grin, you see him reach his hand into his shoulder and grip and pull out, and tendrils of this tattoo come off, and you see there's nothing left on his chest, and he pushes his hand out to the side. The energy from his hand floats across the room, and where it lands... Why am I not on the right layer? Are you gonna not work with me here today? Listen! Work with me here. Listen, Linda. Sorry, I forgot that the Bluetooth on my keyboard is not as far as I wanted it to be. In the corner of the room, I used my right hand, so this would have happened here. A shadow emerges from the ground. He needs to be put onto the tracker. And you guys are lucky as shit. Bless you.
Thank you.
That brings us to Purple's turn. He's paralyzed. What's the save for paralyzed and blind?
I
can't remember.
It's Constitution because it's paralyzed by chum, right?
I can't remember. No, I can't remember what paralyzed him. Like what spell.
I'm gonna set the DC for that. It was one of your staff spells, I think.
That sounds
Okay,
right.
hold on.
Then it would have been Constitution 20.
Yeah. Whatever it is 20. What did I cast? It must have been hold. No,
Hold Purse was on the
hold
other
monster.
I think it was on the other two. How about we just say the DC is 20 and that you cast it, and that's fine.
Okay.
He rolled a 7. Delg, you're up.
All right.
It can make a Constitution save throw to be unblinded by me as well.
He rolled a 4.
Okay. Alright, so right before right as Cascade got herself situated, she mentioned something about Ismark and she was about to catch him, so I'm gonna nod towards Cascade to not be as large anymore. Kind of mention I'd like to be me again. And as I reduce back the size, I would like to do Divine Intervention. And I will not say my prayer out loud, but I will think my prayer to whom is ever listening. I would like my party, Ismark, and myself to be restored, i.e. long rest word, or these enemies to be smited. And it worked.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm just gonna resign as a cleric now. What the? Oh.
Wait, can you repeat what you asked for? Because I was
He
like,
asked that we all get a long rest or our enemies be smited.
To whom is
okay.
Oh my god.
That's 3. We need a Delg Divine Intervention tracker at this point, because that's 3.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Can you repeat what you said?
To whom is listening? I would like either my party, Ismark, and myself to be restored, i.e. long rest, or my enemies to be smited. I was gonna go with kill, but I take like a good amount of damage because I don't know if they just straight up and one-shot everybody. I think that's a little much, but kind of left it semi-vague. And by the way, that was Ash's fault. She picked 5.
Okay.
At the beginning.
I'll accept that as a
Good
win.
job, Ash. Yeah, good job. Excellent work.
I'm beside myself.
I'm getting kind of 2 answers out of this Divine Intervention.
I can't with a catchy. I can't. I've seen so many freaking clerics like go for it and just fucking swing and miss. Holy shit.
All in a day's work.
Oh my god.
I guess a week now. I mean, I gotta wait 7 days.
I mean, yeah.
This is one of those fun moments for me.
Yeah, I was gonna DM you it earlier, but I figured on the fly would be better. And I didn't want to try to like jinx myself.
You all see Delg begin to pray as Delg's shape slowly reduces itself. And as Delg comes into normal size, anyone who's looking at him would have noticed that his eyes were closed. And that he is silently kind of muttering to himself. And as his eyes open, there's a moment of like stillness. It's kind of like it's one of those Matrix moments where everything just kind of like boom, like slows down for a second. And you all feel this warmth and surge come from deep within you. And in this moment of stillness and slow motion, each of you in turn takes a second and looks into the eyes of the rest of your party and feels a sense of strength and resolve pour into your soul. That even though you've been in Barovia before, even though it was hard then, you are new, you are changed, you are different, you are better than you were. And this sense of renewed purpose and strength rejuvenates you, Please feel free to hit the long rest button, everyone.
Oh my god, thank God. Because we were about to get real creative, y'all.
In addition.
Oh, in addition. Here we go.
You watch as this tattoo comes off of this priest, the spectral image, flying across the room and manifesting itself as a shadow by Bree. It has just enough time to launch itself at Bree before dissipating into the air. The shadow is no more.
Shadow got smited. You wrecked, nerd.
Cascade looking over Ismark, who is on the ground, still unconscious. You see the priest that was still alive that you haven't felled yet, who is looking rough, by the way, suddenly have this concerned expression as if he was just run through with a sword. And he falls to the ground, and as he does, his body dissolves into the floor. Green is gone. And Cascade, as you're looking over at Green dissolving into the floor, out of the corner of your eye below you, and Delg looking at your party, you watch as the same thing happens to Ismark. Would you like to bonus action or move?
What? Wait, what? What happened to Ismark? He dissolved into the floor?
No, I'm gonna hold my ground. That's my turn.
It's Red's turn.
Interesting.
I'm so pissed off I can't use this ability.
I'm sorry. We're just gonna okay. You know what? It's fine. I'm gonna drink a drink and I'm gonna take a timeout. It's gonna be fine.
Red is going to take 2 attacks with its blade, the bluish energy, or I'm sorry, the white energy pouring off of it in the air, leaving trails, almost as if it was a light in the middle of the night going by. The first attack against Bree. My dude, does a 16 hit.
Yes, it does.
Oh, yeah. All right, Bree. My wonderful, wonderful person. This is a grand total of 6 points of piercing damage.
Really quick, I'm gonna like come in here at this now. Can I use my reaction to uncanny dodge?
Yeah.
What's happening and all that stuff?
Yeah,
Okay.
which I believe halves the damage.
The reaction halves the attack's damage it gives me, yeah.
So that is 3 points of piercing damage. Correct me if I'm wrong, a Warforged is technically a creature.
I suppose so, yeah.
You are also paralyzed until the start of its next turn.
Been there.
The second attack is against Hope. Hope, does an 18 hit you?
Meets it, beats it. Yeah.
5 points of piercing damage. You are also paralyzed.
Okay.
Till the start of its next turn. Which brings us to Hope's turn. Nope. Which brings us to... nope. Why are you on the turn order anymore? Varys, you're up.
Alright. This is Red that's paralyzing people.
Red just paralyzed 2 people, yeah.
What does it look like? You said it's a deathly image? What does that mean?
It means he looks like a gaunt ghost of his former self.
Okay. Gaunt ghost of his former self. What is this? 30-foot sphere. This room is too small.
It's almost like I planned it that way.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Alright, I don't like red taking advantage of my peeps, so Eldritch Blast on the old red. So we have a 32, a 26, and a 20 to hit.
Let me check. Yeah, they hit.
Alright, cool. So that's 3d10 plus 21. Oh, that's bad. 7, 9, 31 points of force damage.
How many?
31.
Ooh. You said of force damage, yeah?
Yeah. Just so you know, that means I only rolled 10 points on 3d10.
What, dude?
It was really crappy. Okay. Let's see. Do I have any bonus actions? I don't think I do. I have like one bonus action. Alright. That's my turn.
Hey, Cascade.
Yeah, what's up, man?
You look new and refreshed. What would you like to do?
I would like to. Are they all looking pretty hurt?
So purple was looking hurt. No more. Red now looks bloodied. Well, no. Red now looks almost bloodied. The rest of them look perfectly fine.
Okay, I'm going to cast. Let me find it. I don't think I have it prepared. I don't have it prepared. Okay, so we're going with a different idea. Cascade's going to stand up, and I can only. She's going to take a step out of the silence. So take a step back. Yes, and that should off the door. Casting as she goes, and from her book, she is going to cast Scorching Ray at, find it, 5th level, which gives me 6 rays. It's going to be 2 for each, and she is swapping out the damage to. Let me double check and make sure I can do this. Oh, it's 2nd level. So let me check. Actually, she's going to keep it as fire. So let me go ahead and do the thing. Okay. So the first one is 21 to hit.
Yes. Who are these against, by the way?
So there's going to be 2 for this guy. Oh, this is going to ping. This guy by the tome, the top of the room, and over by Bree.
So 2 for purple and 2 to red. Wait, no, I'm sorry.
No, 2 to each of the 3 in the room that I can see.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Hang on. I gotta go back here. That's what should have happened. Sorry. Purple was the one that was still alive.
Oh, gotcha. There.
That's totally my fault.
Okay. Yeah, he's still fine. Because there's 3 of them. I have 6 rays, 2 to each. So the first one is a 21. I'll go ahead and roll the others really quick.
Yeah.
Let's see. An 11 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. So that's first guy done. 23 to hit.
That hits.
For 6 fire damage. A 19 to hit.
That hits.
7 fire damage. 2 more. We're so close. A 27 to hit.
That hits.
5. And a 22 for 7.
Cool. Can you give me the total damage for that? I'm sorry. like for each one?
Yeah, you're A-okay. Yeah, you're A-okay. So first guy only takes 7 fire damage.
And that's green?
Yes.
Okay.
And then this person, the person at the top of the room will take 13 fire damage.
That's blue.
And then, yeah, and then red will take 12 fire damage.
Hang on, I'm just confirming something real fast.
Are you okay?
You said 12 fire damage?
Yes.
So everything with your spell goes off as you expected, except for the blasts that you landed into blue. Seems like they weren't as effective as you had hoped.
Just on blue, though?
Just on blue.
Okay, Cascade will turn and square off against that individual and say, let's figure out what weaknesses you have, shall we? And she's going to bonus action summon chair, and she's going to sit in it and look at them smugly.
It is a free action to look smugly.
It is.
Cascade.
It certainly is.
I'm sorry, Bree.
Bree stands there.
Oh, fuck, I forgot. You don't get a roll. My bad. My bad. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
It's until it was a red that hit you. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone now. Why are you still on the turn order? It is blue's turn. Purple, you were supposed to be off the turn order as well. Get off of my turn order. There you go. Blue. What's blue gonna do? Yeah, so his hands come up. This like ghostly image comes up, and as his hands come in front of him, these 2 bolts fire out directly at you, Cascade, with a look on his face as if I can do that too. So first one, you son of a bitch. Does the 13 hit you?
It certainly doesn't.
Second one, literally the same roll.
It like flies through the chair like behind her because it's only corporeal for her to sit in. Then she just raises a brow. It's a tight room, gentlemen. You might want to just have a seat.
Seeing that his blasts went through you, he will cross over to you and through the wall, passing through Hope along the way.
I don't like that.
Delg, you're up. You have to wait a week, Delg.
I would like to cast Time Warp in support of my friend Delg.
Doug will slowly stand up, just kneel, and he'll look around and see that everybody's destroyed, and also notice that a couple people disappeared. And be quite confused. But he will move 5 feet this way. Expecting to get hit.
Yeah, he will take a swipe at you. 19, I don't think hits you, my dude.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Then he will cast Thorn Whip at red.
Okay. Which is a attack, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that hits.
For 10 piercing and 7 radiant. 17 total, and 10 feet closer to me.
10 feet is closer to you. 10. Bree is paralyzed, though.
Yep, that is fine. And then I will. I will intern because he's thinking a lot right now.
It is now Red's turn. I gotta look up something real fast. What's the range on this again? 10 feet, huh? Well, that's cool. As he gets pulled across towards you, he like grabs onto your shield as if to say, okay, fine, I'm here now. And he kind of looks over his shoulder a little bit where he just was. And you see literally molding itself out of the ground the disgusting and putrid smell of a ghoul. With a very, very shitty roll. And that's his turn. Bree and Hope, you are no longer paralyzed. Could you take those off your tokens for me? 2 as well. Thank you. Which brings us to Hope. It's now your turn.
Cool. I don't even know what I can do. Shit. Well, I still have the Sunblade out, so I'm just gonna try and hit him with that.
Okay.
Fail miserably, very likely.
Maybe. Who are you hitting?
Red.
You get to do it
Advantage.
if you're flanking.
Oh, you're right. Thank you. 17.
17 hits.
Cool. Here's the damage for that. Yeah. I don't know what I would have done. Probably only one-handed. I try and only do one-handed. So 11.
Plus your blessed strike, right?
Oh,
That's the 8 or 4.
that's a 4, so 15 radiant damage.
15 radiant total.
Is he undead?
He is not undead. Well,
Because it does 8 more because of Sunblade if he's undead, that's all. Pretty sure that's what it says.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's undead.
Okay. So,
It's an additional D8, right?
It rolled
Or is
8.
it just straight 8 points? Oh, it rolled an 8. Okay.
Yeah. I got
Never
8
mind.
plus,
Yep.
so-
23?
Oh yeah, radiant against undead. Yeah.
Yeah, so as you square off on the other side of Red, who has turned his focus straight back to Delg now, and is like eye to eye, face to face, come on, let's go. Delg, you watch the life that was there just fade from his eyes as he slumps to the ground dead. And behind him, you see Hope. Sun sword in hand.
Hey. Thank you. I assume that was you with Eldath, so thank you. That's my turn.
There's.
All right. Well, yeah. So I'll just look at Blue and say, you're really gonna have to stay down the next time, and Eldritch Blast him again. Oh, well, one of those is a nat 1. That dice is going away. All right, the other 2 are 29 and a 20 to hit.
Those both hit.
You know the sad part is that 1 technically could have probably hit with his modifier.
It would be a
wasn't nat
15. Yeah. All right, so 17 plus 11 is 28 points of force damage.
And that is to which one again?
Blue.
28 points to Blue of force damage, you said?
Correct.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move up here so I can see both of them. Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to fix something real fast that was messed up. And I'm in the wrong window. It is currently Green's turn. Okay. All the ones you could have killed, you had to kill the deathly one, huh? Yeah, so he, in a very similar motion, will use both of his hands, come up, and try to throw bolts of necrotic energy at Delg. Does a dirty 20 hit? Yeah.
What?
Does a dirty 20 hit?
No, thank you.
I know. That's 17. That definitely doesn't hit either. He is going to move over face to face with Varys and hold out his hand toward you, Delg, as if begging you to attack him. It is now the ghoul's turn. He's gonna take a claw attack against. Actually, no, he can't.
Yeah.
I gotta check the verbiage on something.
Is he gonna be gone?
He might be.
No master.
Nope, it's still there. Unless somebody wants to look up Creed Undead and tell me that it's not.
No, I think it lasts 24 hours.
Yeah.
And it's still killed.
So its attack against you, Mr. Bree. It's just a claw attack. It's only a 23.
Yeah, that's my hit. Yeah.
Oh, 4 points of slashing damage, the literal lowest it can do. And also, I need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you feel like your body tighten up a little bit, but you're fine. You shrug it off. All right, Cascade.
Cascade is going to turn and look at this person holding the staff in hand and say, "Excuse me." She taps the bottom of it on the ground. She's going to cast a command at this thing and say, "Sit." I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Cool. 21.
It will save. Bonus action, I'm going to move the book to here. Yep, there we go.
Okay.
And that is everything.
Cool. Bree, you're up.
Yeah, I guess I'll just stay here. Well, actually, I got a couple things I can do. So, I'm going to take a couple strikes at the ghoul.
Okay.
25.
Yeah.
12 piercing.
Okay. Yeah.
9 piercing.
So a total of 21?
23.
It evaporates into the ground from whence it came.
Beautiful. Wait, I think this might be just a feature. Yes. I'm gonna do Unleash Incarnation, and I took the attack action, so I'm going to make one additional melee attack from the Echo's position.
Okay.
That's going to blue, and that's a 13.
13 just misses.
Well, okie doke. I don't think there's anything I can do for that. So, after that, I'm going to maneuver my way. That's an open square, correct? Like, we...
Yeah, it is.
Yes, I removed it.
Yeah, that's where the opening in the wall is.
Alright.
It's a delve door.
Sure, then that can work either way. So
Coming soon to Home Depot in your neighborhood. Delg doors. Need a door? Don't have one? Buy a Delg door.
Just melted away.
It was there, and then it wasn't. The wall just is gone. Doors by Delg is better marketing. Dog, I'm gonna need you to change that. Bree, did you finish your movement? You done?
Yep. Nope. Yep. That's movement. That's all.
Cool. Sorry, I was just stalling with the advertisement. What are we doing here? Blue's turn. Well, hey, you're smug. You're sitting there.
Yeah, let's go, bud.
He gonna take a couple swipes at you with his blade. My dude, does a 16 hit you?
Shield.
Cool. His second attack is lower than that. So these, as the shield comes up, you see these blades like glance off, and there's this like it's blue like arc as it comes and hits, but as it hits the shield, you see this kind of like putrid green like spark come off of it. You know, just a little bit of mustard on it.
You could try using your words.
No, he's not gonna do that. This is an intelligent creature. He would not do something stupid like just pass through you to just piss you off. Doug, you're up. Thought about it, though.
Yeah, I hear you. Cascade would have done it.
Oh.
That didn't work well, let's see.
I am being taunted, so I'm gonna attack green with Wayfinder.
Okay.
Del's pretty smart, so honestly he would move there to take his advantage by flanking him.
Delg's smart?
No. When it comes to hitting people.
Please roll your attack, my dude.
That would be a nat 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Delk's on a fucking roll today. He definitely ate his Wheaties this morning. You know what I mean?
That's 11 points. 3 that's radiant.
11 total.
Correct.
He doesn't even turn around.
That's not a problem because I will bonus action.
Get away to weak, Doug.
Beautiful spell.
Keep reminding you.
I will bonus action Grasping Vine.
Okay.
And put it, make sure, 30 feet, so I'll put it right there, please.
Hang on, I didn't see the ping. Give me 1 second because I'm doing this. Where are you?
Well, I think.
Yeah, cool. Right there. No, why are you so big?
There you go, yep. And it's going to be targeting green, which can say a dexterity check. If not, it's full 20 feet closer to it.
Okay. It rolled a natural 20, and I cannot tell you how much I wanted the vine to reach through Varys's feet, grab onto it, and yoink him forward, knocking Varys prone. But I don't get to do that, do I, Delg?
No, it's saved.
It's like my dice roll like crap when I need them to roll well, but when I need them to fail for the narrative, I roll a nat 20. Cool. Cool story, Delg.
Yeah, it's, that'll be it.
Oh, you sure? Hope you're up.
I mean, yeah.
I see that Cascade is having a time with this guy out here, so I'm gonna try and make my way out here. I'm just gonna try to with the sunblade again because I'm not good at close quarter shit.
Yep.
Here's that.
Get 'em,
21
girl.
to hit.
That hits.
You're doing pretty good with the sword today.
I'll take that considering everything else. So that's 14 radiant damage. Unless they're undead, and then there's more. I don't
Undead.
think they are, though. Oh, okay. So, whatever that number was, 14.
19.
Yeah, plus 5. Yeah, 19. Thank you very much. I can't math today. 19 radiant damage. I'm trying to help.
That's pretty good.
As this sun sword slices into the ethereal form of the former priest, you see it catch flame as it connects with his flesh, and as it passes through, it's like a lightsaber going through metal, and you can see it just glowing inside. And Cascade, since it's looking at you, you watch as the grin just stops and he slumps forward. Super effective what you did there, Hope. He is looking fucked up.
Hey.
Cascade's gonna lean over the armrest of her chair and look at him and go, I mean, it seems we will accept kneeling at this time.
His knee buckles a little bit as you say that, against his will.
I guess I can try a bonus action here. I have 2 up in fighting, so does that mean I can stab it with a dagger?
Yes, you just don't add the proficiency to it. It's just the dice roll. So you can roll to hit and then just the die.
You still add your dex, though, just not your proficiency.
Yes.
Well, I don't have any dex, so there's that. So I'm gonna try a dagger hit. Nope.
Well, actually, daggers are finesse. You could add your strength. It's your choice.
Oh.
You can either jam it down their throat or try to get behind their armor.
I mean, I'm only proficient in simple weapons, so like, nah. It was a miss, and it sucked, and I am sad, and that's my turn.
What's your strength bonus?
+2.
For the record, that would hit.
Oh. And do it.
It's up to you. I'm not telling your narrative. You do whatever you want.
I mean, if it would hit, then there's the damage. It's only 3.
And what kind of damage is it? Piercing, right?
E.
Doesn't seem as effective, though.
Okay.
There's. You're up.
Yes. All right. Is the green homie? Is he still like human?
Does not appear to be, no, unless you know humans that
he
can
changed.
just distend their jaw and grow fangs on command.
Oh, that's right. He's like a vampire guy. Okay.
This one guy I went to college with, though, on a bet.
Okay.
It took him like 8 hours to get the cue ball out.
So let's see. Spell and the cantrip, right?
I mean, if you want to get real technical about it, the cantrip needs to be your action.
Yeah, that's fine. I got this cool bonus action, my only bonus action, called Far Step. So I'll use that, and then I'll teleport from here to here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll Eldritch Blast green. How's that sound?
It sounds great. I wish you wouldn't have used magical movement, but, you know.
Duh. Yeah, these all hit. 30, 33, 21.
Yeah, those all hit.
All right, let's get some 10s on these D10s. Ooh, yes, please. 15 plus 14 is 29 plus 13. 42 points of force damage.
42.
Yes. Yes, please.
So he went from okay to really not okay really fast.
Well done.
I need an
yeah.
adult.
Like,
Yeah,
Del just shrugs and says, I already prayed for one today. Sorry, man.
I gotta wait a week.
All right.
Give me a week.
We got him. We got him. We got him. Mr. President, we got him.
I fucking hate it here.
Look at I'm aiming for once a season, and I think I'm hitting them.
I mean, yeah, you have.
Yeah, that's. I think that'll about do it.
It is now Green's turn. Green will turn very slowly to you. And you have seen this happen on the battlefield before, but previously, the priest would put hands out and the bolts of necrotic energy would fire from that. These, like, full-on Lopan style, fired green bolts of necrotic energy from his mouth as his jaw disconnects lower. Against you, Varys. The first one, 17.
Yep, that hits.
The second one is a 19, so I believe that hits as well.
You would like to think that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that hits. Let's see. You said there's going to be 3 of these?
There's 2, so that's the last one.
Okay. Hold on. I have a thing that I can do, and I don't know if it
I would recommend trying.
I'm looking to see if it matters if you've already. Once for short rest, when a creature makes an attack roll against you, you can use your reaction and impose disadvantage on that roll. If it misses you, the next attack roll against the creature has advantage. All right, so I guess.
Does it say that you have to do it before the roll after the roll before the results or anything like that?
No, it just says when a creature makes an attack roll, you can impose disadvantage on that roll. So I guess just one of those. Roll again for disadvantage.
I rolled a 2, so you only get hit with it once.
Okay. That's cool. And I get advantage next time.
As this bolt of energy hits you, you take 17 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And as this bolt, like, sinks into your chest and kind of burns away a little bit, looking down and seeing the damage, you watch as it starts to coalesce itself into a stream of energy, going back towards Green, who seems to have revitalized slightly.
Is the
That's
sunblade
it.
not
Just
affecting him at
17.
Doesn't seem to be, no.
Lame.
It was 17 for you, yeah. Necrotic damage.
Okay.
You also cannot regain hit points until the start of Green's next turn.
Okay.
I also need a concentration check for your spell.
Yes. Which I get to roll at advantage. And it's plus 11. Oh, yeah. 17, so
Yeah, you're good.
that's less than... Yeah, I'm good.
Cool,
No,
cool.
I rolled a 20. I was thinking about the damage he did. 17
Yeah.
points. All right.
Cascade.
Cascade will turn in the chair, holding her book, and say, "Let's try a new word. Jump." And I'm going to cast lightning bolts directly at him, so like towards this wall. But I'm swapping the damage for radiant, so I need a dex saving throw, please.
Gotcha. And who? I'm sorry. Which one was this again?
Blue.
Blue.
Yeah, barrel stuff him.
So you is lightning a ranged? No, it's not. It's a save, so you can do this
Save,
one
so-
right
Yeah.
fucking next
Yep.
to him. God,
Yes, I can.
son of
And
a
it's
bitch!
radiant.
Sitting
Radiant,
down, by
not
the way.
lightning.
Still
Yeah,
sitting
she
down.
just straight up like over the side finger gun.
I was going to do that through red and blue before Hope killed red.
Sorry.
You said a dex
Oh,
save?
don't be sorry. It saved
Dex
a
save,
slot.
yes.
Hey, there you go.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, it will still take half, which is going to be 12 radiant damage.
And this is against blue.
Yes.
And you said radiant damage, huh?
I did say that magic
which
that
maybe-
magic radiant word.
Maybe it wasn't half.
Which maybe it wasn't half.
How much did you say total? I'm sorry. 12?
12
Yeah.
on the same, yeah.
He
think it
seems
could've
like
been
he's done fucking with you because he doesn't have the energy to stand much anymore. He is literally on death's door.
Cascade's going to just one more. I will ask nice one more time. And then I will let my companions dispatch of you. Are you open to telling us anything?
I think that's a no.
Bree, you're up.
Cascade rolls her eyes. Unfortunate.
Yeah, just to confirm, Cascade, you've been interrogating Blue.
Blue.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just that's what I just want to make sure of. Because yeah, I'm gonna start wailing on Green.
Get it.
That's a long roll. 25.
Yeah, it was. For a digital dice, that was a
A
long
journey. Jesus.
That's incredible. But it's only 6 piercing damage.
He's engaged. You get the sneak.
Why is it
attack.
only 6? You can sneak attack his ass.
Mm-hmm.
He's fighting me.
No, don't want to? Okay, got it. No big deal.
6, you said? Against green? Bree?
Yeah.
And yeah.
25.
Yeah, that hits too.
Second. Eight. Piercing.
Mm-hmm. That's a good number. That was my football number. I'm calling it.
Yep, that's it.
Cool, cool. It is now Blue's turn. What has Blue got up his sleeve?
I kind of like the idea of him like kind of like staggering up in like one of those like bar fight scenes of like get like holding a finger up like 1 minute and Cascade just putting her hand out like please.
I mean, your shield's still active, right?
No.
Oh, it's just one turn? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, he hates your fucking smug ass. He's gonna
Yeah.
take 2 more shots at you. That's a dirty 20.
That will hit.
And a 9.
That will not hit. When it does hit, I would like to use my reaction, though, to tap into my chronolonometer that you gave me because you're very nice, and use a fate swap. Or actually, I can't use it on myself. Never mind, continue.
8 points of piercing damage. You are
As a
paralyzed.
reaction, I will use my... Oh, never mind. I'm not that close anymore. I left.
I know.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's okay.
8 points of piercing
8, you
damage.
I will cry as a reaction.
You are crying's a free action. You don't
Free
need to.
reaction,
You don't need
yeah.
to spend a reaction for that.
Okay.
Cascade, you are now paralyzed. I'd like to think, following along with what you had said, that he was like 1 second, and then like hit you, and then just like put his hand on you to lean.
And it was like,
Doug, you're up.
understood.
Okay. Can I fit in this spot here?
Yeah, why not? It's an awkward map. It's not fully like gridded out the way that it's supposed to be.
Right.
Well, I mean, it is gridded out the way it's supposed to be, but they did like half things in there, and I don't know why they did that.
I did this once. I'm gonna do it again. Pew pew sunbeam! Constitution save on green and blue.
I mean, I guess you have a line of sight on blue. Con save on green is... You were a 20 for 2 seconds, you son of a bitch. I'm assuming a 11 doesn't hit, or doesn't save.
8. No.
And that's a lower one, so they both fail.
33 radiant damage to both of them, and they're blinded.
You are correct. They are blinded.
By the light, by the way. Sunlight.
Would you like to further... You know what? No. You don't get to describe how they died because of that shitty-ass joke you just made.
What are you talking about? It's a great joke. It's a great song.
Screams in the bard's refrain, sir. How dare objection?
We will deal with that objection and whatever else Doug would like to do to ruin my plans for the evening when we come back from a very short break now that this combat's over. When last we left off, a sunbeam had come down that was being concentrated by Doug. Hope has eviscerated one of these things with the sun's sword. There are dead bodies lying around you.
You said there's a door here?
There is.
That's where I would like to head.
All right. I guess I could be on the combat thing since we are technically in a map situation. Hang on. Let me get these dice, these offensive, horrible dice out of the screen. There we go. So you are going to... So there is a door here. And there is a door here. And there is a door on the ground here. Which door are you going to?
The north one.
Okay. You doing anything with it? And you can move your token.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can open it.
It does appear that the handle is unlocked, and it looks like it'll give if you pull.
Yeah. What's on the other side?
Another door.
They'll go sigh and open the other door.
Yeah, as you step into that space, it gets real quiet all of a sudden, and the door does not open.
Interesting.
However, you have pretty high passive perception, right?
It's up there.
Yeah. So there is in front of you on the door. Well, actually, for you, it would be up on the door. As you kind of look at it, you see this round, metallic-looking device, or like disc, planted on the door.
Okay. I would step back out into the room with everybody else and just... There's another door, but it's quiet again. I can't open it.
Did I try the door over here?
Okay.
As you step into that space, it also gets very quiet.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try the door handle.
It appears to be locked.
Shoot. I'll move out of the space. So that's locked, and it's also got a quiet bubble.
Was there a small device on the door?
I don't know. Let me go look.
Yes.
Are we gonna just
Yep.
not talk about what
The
happened?
dissolving
here?
people. Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, because I mean, I'd like to know what happened. Why did Ismark just melt away?
I don't know.
It seemed to correspond with the other enemies.
Yeah.
Perhaps they were linked somehow. Perhaps it wasn't Ismark, more a illusion of sorts.
Right? Was that really him? That's kind of what I was thinking.
Was it an illusion?
Hang on. I get a. Okay, never mind.
GM, could I, with my understanding of spell
I see
casting,
what you did there, Saint.
perfect, silent bubblies.
Mhm.
With my understanding of spell casting and like maintaining concentration in the way that, because Ismark like just kind of melted right in front of me, sort of a deal. Would there be a way for Cascade to know if that was just sort of a flavoring on the loss of concentration of a spell? You know what I mean? Like, given that she understands that spells like look different, right? When I cast the Cozy
Sure.
Cottage, it was all gross and Varys' mage hand. She wants to get an understanding of like, was that an actual being? Or did it look more like arcane energy diffusing?
So, it sounds like you're making an argument for an Arcana roll, and I'm not going to give it
Yep.
to you. Because
That's okay.
you're trying to remember what something looked like after the fact. It's a perception at disadvantage.
Perception at disadvantage.
Can I
Yeah.
assist?
I'm going to say with this one, no, because it was in the past.
I was right next to him, though.
Right, but she's trying to remember something right now, and she hasn't said that out loud.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yep, you're right.
I mean, technically, it probably should have been a history check, but
I mean, I'd rather roll history.
I know. It's like a retroactive during combat to try to suss that out.
A 10.
You didn't notice them doing anything. They seem to be singularly focused on you guys once you came in.
Oh, so when they melted?
No, I thought you were asking about were they like holding concentration?
So when
The whole time
guy,
they were focused on you guys.
Right. I'm trying to say like, so there was Gaia across the room and there was Ismark, and the way that they disappeared together was that like, if I were to be knocked down, my book would disappear. Like, was it correlated like a spell thing, or were they like two different
Sure.
beings?
With the 10, you can't tell whether it happened before or after at the same time.
Perfect. I have not seen anything like this. I'm uncertain if there was an arcane focus here of sorts, or if they were unrelated. I'm surprised I didn't release any magics, and I don't possess any magic that could do that.
I've never seen that happen to anybody before that I can recall.
Well, those priests were focused on us the whole time.
Right? Maybe.
Once we came in, obviously they were focused on him to begin with, but
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking maybe I can try and send him a message, and if he's still around, then I can tell if it was received or not.
I think that's a good idea. I also wonder, Bree, with your keen eye, perhaps you could take a look around the room, see if there's something that we missed, some teleportation indicators or...
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Bree will do a scan around the room.
Cool. Please make your roll, my dude.
And that's well, we're looking for, it sounds like it's more uncover or deciphering clues type of thing.
Yes, I
So-
agree with that.
I'm gonna go with the investigation.
Ooh.
18.
18. So with an 18, you don't notice anything besides the kind of warding sigil that's on the ground in the other room. You are able to kind of piece together, well, if that door had one of these things on it and that door had one of these things on it, you kind of lift up the door that's on the ground, and you can see one of those devices on the inside of that door too. Nothing else, though.
Yes, the doors do all seem to share common traits. I'm unable to attest to anything else.
Thank you, Bree. Hope?
I will try sending a message to Ismark. Just gonna think it. Just say, hi. Again, maybe? I don't know. Are you okay? We might have seen you dissolve into the ground. If you're in trouble, cough once, if not, cough twice.
You send your message out and feel that it has been sent, but does not find a recipient.
Okay. I don't know that he's okay anymore.
When you used this spell before, when you were here, were you able to communicate outside of this plane?
I think so? Maybe. I don't remember, honestly. Maybe. I don't know that I ever tried.
I don't know if we ever tried to
I
talk
was able to reach
anyone
inside
outside.
this plane.
Yeah. I
From
feel like I
outside.
would have tried to reach outside of Barovia, but I don't recall if it actually went through or not.
Can I remember if it had gone through or not?
You can both make me individual history checks.
Okay.
Also, I will say to Cascade,
Well,
people that live here can't leave here, so it's highly unlikely that he went somewhere other than this plane.
Hope, can't remember. Delg, yes. Hope did cast sending. It was difficult.
I believe.
Actually, 15 was the higher DC. It was difficult, but she knew when it didn't work.
Okay. So yeah. I think I remember you doing it, or me, or you. I don't know, but we kind of were able to do it, and when we weren't, we definitely knew that we couldn't. It was very hard though, but possible.
yeah. Okay.
Because it looked like the device on the door to the north is breakable. Like if I hit it with my hammer.
Possibly. It looks like a thick coin.
Can I take it off? I have a crowbar in my backpack. Can I crowbar the thing off?
Are you just going at it with the crowbar, or are you going to try to take it off first?
I will try to take it off, and then if I can't use the crowbar.
Pops right off.
And am I still silenced where I'm at?
Yes.
Ooh.
Gave Delg a new toy.
I will go and collect all 3 of them.
Yeah. It's odd as Delg is passing all of you. Like, if you're mid-conversation, you just stop hearing anything as he goes by.
But it's also odd that he's not making any noise as he runs past.
Yeah.
Ching, ching. I'm the stealthiest ever.
It's actually kind of a big deal considering we are not great at being quiet.
What would those be called? Just silence coins?
Whatever you want to call them. You don't
Sounds
know what
coins.
they are.
Cascade kind of watches as Delg starts collecting the next one. I don't believe that they have an off switch, which might make things complicated.
I'll go over to Varys and hand it to him so he can put it in the bag of holding.
I mouth to him, "We can try this." And I put him in the bag of holding.
How many?
And then I try to talk to him. What's that?
How many?
All 3?
All 3 of them.
One of you said one of them, so I was just confirming.
Oh.
No, you're able to talk when they're in the mouth or in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Those could be
Yes,
useful.
I will add 3 silence coins to my inventory.
So we've got 2 locked doors. We've pried free the silent tokens, so they aren't silent anymore. What can we hear things through the doors now?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Sounds like a basement.
Okay. And are there any like books or writings in this room where they were doing this very macabre looking work?
Nope.
Okay. Which could we try conventional means of unlocking these doors? Perhaps a lockpick.
I have a
Is that some-
lockpick.
Go for it.
I'll reach in my vest and pull out a lockpick.
All right.
I will attempt to pick the lock.
As Delg inserts the tension rod to start working on the pick. As you put tension on the rod, the knob turns and the door swings open. Which door were you opening?
The north one. I'm a freaking expert at everything. Damn.
Must be nice.
Oh boy.
Inside, you see another room with a staircase to your right.
I'll put my lockpick back in my vest. This one's unlocked, and I'll go in the basement and take a look around.
It is a basement.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go for it.
The foodstuffs that are here seem to be rotted. There is a foul smell.
You said this stairway. It says up, so this stairway goes up.
It does.
Okay. I think we should check the other doorway, or the other door. I mean, if these stairs go up, we know where that goes. Goes back up into the square outside, or the buildings, surrounding.
Mm-hmm.
I will probably go down to the south door to unlock it.
Are you using your pick?
Yes.
As you insert the tension rod and put tension on it, before you can put the pick itself in, the door opens, revealing another door.
Is there a coin on this one?
There's not.
If I step in there, is it quiet?
It appears to be fine.
Yes. I open the door.
It is not locked. Inside, you see another room, another basement. Stepping inside, you see a staircase to your left and a door right there. The staircase, however, has furniture, wood, stones, dirt, all packed to create some sort of barrier.
The last one wasn't locked, so someone else wants to go through the doors.
Uh-oh. What's this red circle right here? Oh, it's a barrier.
It's a-
I'll try open the door. Well,
This
you
turn-
know, the tokens were red circles last time. so
This
like,
turns. This turns. Oh yeah, you're right. Forgot about that. Yeah. So opening this door. Hey, you find another basement that is empty, except for rotting food.
So I'm getting the feeling that these are the basements of all the house above us, and we should probably just go back and find
Well,
Barovia.
looks like there's a hole in the wall right here.
So you see the remains and rubble as you step into the room and look to that side. The remains and rubble of what were probably thin rock walls between this basement and the room beyond that appear to have been crumbled and washed away.
Oh. Wonder how that happened. It's weird.
Hard to say.
It's like there was a big flood recently.
Are these curtains on the wall?
Really should get the plumbing
Yeah.
taken care of.
Is this a door right here? Looks thin.
It is a door. Sorry, yes. There's also a door. Hang on, let me look at my map here. No, there is a door right there. Yeah, that's it.
All right. One more time.
Beyond that door reveals a small cavern that goes to the south. The end of that cavern is another door.
Yeah, this is starting to feel like just all the connected basements for all the houses here. And keep moving if you want.
So, I mean, do we think the base of these priests was that kitchen room, that small tiny room, and there was only 4 of them? Is that is that our theory right now?
I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking based on what Irina was saying about them.
Okay.
Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know that she gave us an exact number of them. Maybe she did and I just wasn't paying attention.
I mean, I don't think they knew what the number was. That's kind of my point. It could have just been 4, but also could be a room of them somewhere.
That's
don't know.
true. You never know.
We'll just wait here.
Really.
I'll just go check this door real quick. All right, I'll open this one.
That door opens to reveal another basement. Again,
All
with
the basements.
rotted food, scraps of paper, scraps of cloth, as if it was either left behind or ignored for a long time.
So there's no sign that anyone's been in here recently.
Make an investigation check if you'd like to look into that.
Okay. $14.
Doesn't appear. Seems like whatever the last time this area was occupied was a while ago. Probably at least a week.
Okay. All right. Well, I think you're probably right. I think we're just traipsing through the basements of all the houses here. I guess we better go tell Irina that her brother is dead.
It's really really exhausting considering this is the second time that we couldn't help him.
How long would it take us to clear this blockage?
Let's say make an investigation check for this one. to get a sense of what you would see, unless you want to make an argument for something else, but I think that's the one that would apply.
Okay. 10.
The thing about this blockage is that it is completely, like, blocking the pathway, and you don't know how far up the stairs it goes.
Okay.
So you're not quite sure.
Fair enough.
It's just more basements that way. Nothing really interesting.
You just gonna go back and talk to Aurelia?
Who?
Irina?
Irina, yeah.
He really is the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been a long day, right?
Yeah.
Sure has been.
Or night, even, I guess.
So who's gonna tell her not it?
I'll do it. It's fine. It's not like she remembers us anyway, so can't feel too bad about it. I mean, I do. It's the whole thing.
I mean, I feel bad, but I'm more curious about what actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
To that end, GM, before leaving this room, there's that well-looking fountain in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cascade would be taking, like, particularly close attention to that, trying to look around it to see what it's trying to ascertain a purpose.
Okay. Are you just looking at it, or like investigating in the depths of it?
I mean, she'd prefer not to go, dunking her hands in any strange pools. So, but is trying to look closely at it. Yeah, like.
Sure. No one's with you, and you do not have dark vision, so it would be an investigation and perception at
I
disadvantage.
have light. I have light, so I can just cast that on the top of my staff.
Cool. Either perception or investigation, depending on whether you're looking for something or looking for something specific.
I'm going to say looking for something specific. She's trying to look and see if there is any inscriptions or indications around it. The 14.
Yeah, it's you don't see any inscriptions or carvings or markings of any kind. There are no sigils, no signs of anything magical or arcane. You don't get any weird feeling being next to it. I mean, you've touched things that are magical before, and you get a sense there's something extra about them. You don't feel anything about this well. As far as you can tell, it's a well in a basement.
Just for good measure, I would like to cast Detect Magic.
Nothing pings except for what you expect from your party members.
Gotcha. Okay. She would leave it then. And reconvene with the party, ready to head up and break the bad news to Irina.
Is everybody heading upstairs to break the bad news to Irina?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm assuming the Echo and the Tome are still out.
Yes.
Yeah, that echo's gonna stay out for a little bit.
Why would you do that? Okay. Do. Hang on. You can all arrange yourselves as you see fit. I'm assuming you guys are just heading out for it.
Yeah.
Cascade's gonna head to where we put the cottage door, And when she's within
Hang on.
30 feet of it.
They're not in this building.
Right. I mean, that she's going to head back.
So you're
to
leaving
where-
the building outside during the March of the Dead. I'm confirming
Yes.
that's your intent.
I am.
Cascade doesn't know what the March of the Dead is.
It's everything
We've
you
got-
fought on the way through to here. Like when you were outside, you were attacked by ghosts and vampires.
Right.
I mean, in narrative terms, when she tries to pass me to go out the door, I'm gonna put my arm out and say, I'm not sure now is a good time for this. There's basically like a parade of souls from the cemetery through town, and they were behaving very differently than the last time we were here, like much more hostile.
Well, don't you think now is the time? Because I don't think any of us barricaded the thing back up when we left.
It
What
shouldn't
thing?
be
Dog's gonna go.
necessary.
Because
it
there were
doesn't
women
matter.
and children there.
No, they're inside the cottage. They're
And
fine.
we left out the window and we didn't barricade after ourselves.
Yeah,
So
we
if
won't
they're
be
gonna
able
be
to.
this
matter.
way-
They're fine. They're inside the cottage. The magic cottage.
Oh.
They shouldn't
Yes,
be able to
now
find
you're
any
with us.
entry. We should be fine. However, I tend to agree with Delg that given that the nature of this place is different than I anticipated, it might be better to check on them sooner rather than later to ensure their safety. Perhaps we can utilize the new items that we found, use them as to our advantage to try to sneak
And we look
back
out
to
the
that
window
building.
and to see if there's anything there that we are hiding from.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
I can help with that.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, plus 15.
27.
You catch several glimpses through the window, kind of passing by down like between two buildings or from like behind a tree of things you should probably be hiding from.
See anything?
All right.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Is there a fireplace in here? How do I get in this room? Yes, there is.
Yeah, you guys already opened that door.
Yeah, it was open.
Oh.
I'm gonna send Mistral up the fireplace, get an aerial view, see if there's a path that we can take.
I won't take a roll for this because like the march has progressed enough.
Okay.
It is slightly worse than the last time you sent Mistral up.
Mm-hmm.
But with your
So
aerial
no
view,
open path from here to the other house. Whoops.
It's the same path, slightly more dangerous.
Okay.
listen, you can see where the houses are. Can you not get a good guesstimate of what basements we need to go through to come back up? We were in the basement of that one place. Can we not go back down and ride our way through underground?
That's a good point.
That's a good idea. I would like to use Mistral to figure out the grid position of where we need to go through the basements.
To get to where they are through the basements. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If we can get to the well area, we should be able to
Yeah,
get there
or
pretty
through the
easy.
well. Yeah.
Correct me if I am mistaken, but weren't there more things waiting for us throughout the basement?
I think so.
I believe something had crawled out to us from the well.
Well, that was a well in the well, if that makes any sense. Like, we were in the basement, and then there's a well. But there's the first well that started on the floor above us, right? Like,
Yeah,
Or
and
some
something came out
different,
of it, a
different
banshee
levels.
or a phantom of some sort. Breeze right.
Oh,
When the vampires came and attacked us, then something came out of the well.
My
oh, they came out of the
understand-
well. Okay.
My understanding of this place is that it's all very dangerous. So I think this is a matter of what level of risk we're willing to accept. Traversing
true.
through the basements where we don't have a definitive line to where we need to go. I have a spell that can assist in that, I think. Should we need to make a shortcut.
Or they're safe and we can just wait the night out. It goes away during the day. At least it did.
Real fast. Varys, can you make me a survival check
Yep.
to determine what you had wanted while this conversation is going on?
Okay. Yep. Super good at survival. That's a 10.
So with a 10, you are able to put together from what you're seeing and your experience down in the basement that the room that you saw going into that area from the lower one goes into the well. That's where the bottom of the well is. But that's all you can tell.
Okay.
I have
The
a fun
layout of
question.
these houses are so confusing. Sorry.
Sorry. I have a fun question for you, DM.
Mhm.
Considering we got the effects of a long rest
Mhm.
from that successful divine intervention,
Mhm.
does that also mean that Hope would understand that she could switch out spells? Or is that not applicable?
So it would normally be applicable. However, part of the switching out spells is time spent
That's fair.
during the rest to switch it out.
Okay.
Because
Thank you.
it says
Would like-
in the switch out that like you spend this amount of time to switch out this amount of spells. Yeah.
I think so.
I have a follow-up question onto that. I got hit by a shade, which did the strength drain. Would the long rest have reversed those effects? Yes or no?
I believe so. It wasn't a shade though.
Or yeah, the shadow.
Let me make sure.
dealio.
I think it would. Yeah. Good catch, by
And
the way.
And a follow-up on top of all of that. Does this make us nocturnal and we can only travel at night now because we've been fully rested? And we can't sleep at night because we just had a long rest.
Our circadian rhythms.
I don't really sleep anyway, so
Your strength
it's
is back.
fine.
You lucky duck.
Yeah.
I just want to know if like we have to start traveling at night now.
In Barovia? I would
We
never
are
do
on
that
a
to you.
Demi-plane.
I mean, it's not like he planned it. Because I didn't plan it.
Or did he?
Nor did he.
That son of a bitch is
Yeah.
due for hitting it one of these times.
Yeah.
So shall we be taking the high or low road, or shall we simply be staying the night here?
I mean, the safe option is to just stay where we're at.
I feel like it shouldn't be much longer because if I'm correct, it was pretty close to midnight way before we even came to this house. Or close to. And
Cascade, do you know the magic to make people fly?
I do not. I have a way to cut
Unfortunate.
through. Indeed, I have a way to cut through space, but I'm uncertain if that will work here.
I think it will.
I can only take one with me this
I-
way.
I saw my friend Rognus do that.
I can take someone with me that way. But it will only be 500 feet.
Right.
Is that far enough?
I don't.
I think we're 500 feet from where we were.
Oh,
yeah, I think so. But you'd have to, like, know where, right?
She knows where she cast the spell at and what it looks like.
Exactly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can take one person.
Yes.
Well, I can make 2 other people fly besides me. So some of us could go up, fly over the trouble, and
We're the high road.
if we want to move now. Delg is right. Traditionally, before, this stuff ended when the sun came up, so...
Or when the sun should have came up.
Well, right. When it becomes daylight.
My concern is that while we've been drawn away, that perhaps something has worked around us. strategically speaking, it seems like that was just a diversion. There was no information, nothing to gain from it. The enemy simply faded away. Why would they have that located so close to the other place if not to pull us away? I'm making a lot of assumptions there. However, I believe that it's somewhat meaningful. Again, we gained nothing. We don't even have a body.
I mean, in our past, Irina was the important one. No one gave a shit about Ismark.
He was also a drunk and not the burgomaster like he was here. According to Irina, he was the burgomaster and actually kind of seemed like he did something.
Yeah.
Other than spend the time at the bar.
I think the important distinction here is that no matter which instance we've been in, Ismark has been important to Irina. So the fact that he's gone might alter her perception a little bit.
Why
That's
don't-
true. My point was before, though, that no one would take Ismark to get at Irina, and that seemed like what you were getting at, right, Cascade? That we were being diverted away so that someone or something could take advantage of us being gone from those other people, but the only person of interest there is Irina.
Perhaps when we arrived, there was that man who was attempting to gain entry to where they had themselves barricaded. While my spell should hold,
Yeah.
and everything in my knowledge leads me to believe that they should be fine, I find myself concerned that I am uncertain about the limits of this Barovia.
Well,
Was that
why-
man one of the ones we just killed?
I believe he was dressed as a priest. Sarah, the player, can't recall.
So he was. So I will tell you that the man wasn't dressed in like priestly garbs, but it was a little bit more like robe-like than traditional commoner wear here. You can make a history check, Cascade, if you'd like to try to remember the faces.
I can try and help you with that if you'd like.
That'd be awesome. Come on, baby. An 18.
Yeah, so as the two of you are trying to converse, like, well, I mean, he kind of had, like, an angular nose, like the one that was downstairs, and, like, as you're describing back and forth what you remember, it doesn't seem to line up with any of the priests that you saw over Ismark.
Cascade, why don't you and I portal back, and I can send a message back to let them know if everything's all right, and then they can fly, or if we need something else. So you can check on the.
I believe this is acceptable. Is everyone else fine with this plan?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Very well. Cascade will take just a couple of steps away and hold a hand out to Del.
Yeah, I will take it and be ready to go.
Aww.
She'll take his hand, squeeze it once, and cast Dimension Door with the intention of placing themselves 10 feet from where she placed the Cascade's cozy cottage door.
I need to look something up. There it is. I can never remember whether it's a T or an S, because I'm terrible at spelling. Yeah, there's no way that you wouldn't be able to visualize the room that it was in and where you put it. So
Yeah.
you both appear in the room over yonder. Let me move you guys over there real fast. Because yeah, so this is obviously the second floor, not right here.
Yeah. Once Cascade's within 30 feet, she's able to make the door no longer invisible.
Before she does that, I'm gonna say, hold on a second. I'd like to scan the room to make sure everything seems to be where it was before she made the door visible.
Sure, you're looking for something specific, so make an investigation check.
Okay. Oh,
Everything seems to be in order where you left it.
okay. I'll nod at Cascade. Everything seems all right.
Door appears. The outside of the door is still covered with that dripping, oozing slime.
Cascade will move to the door and go to open it and walk inside.
Sure, so as the door opens, you can see that the similar effect is happening around the door jamb on all sides and even on the floor. You can see the rot that was pouring down the door seems to be like trickling its way inside of the cottage. And in front of you, about 10 feet, we'll say 15 feet from the door, you see Irina has pulled up a chair and is just sitting there staring at the door with her sword in her hand to keep guard. And as you take a step in and see her, you can see a little bit of relief on her face, and she looks behind you for a second, and then as her mouth goes to open, you watch as she starts to crumble the exact same way you saw Ismark crumble.
Cascade, like seeing this happen, is going to take a step inside and start running through the mansion to find the other townsfolk.
Sure. As you run through Delg, you have a pretty high passive perception. I keep saying it. You watch as the body is dissolving and Cascade just bolts through it. You see, just as it's about to hit the ground, there's a little pull of it out the door, as if it's being pulled outside of the cottage. Cascade, everyone seems to be there. Most of them are asleep at this point. There are some children that are kind of pretending to be asleep in the corner, that seem to be scared.
Cascade would look for Hubert, the main butler, to confirm that everything was fine and that there was no... just making sure that, everything was all right, before returning back to Delg. But, her main concern was, nothing should have been able to get in. Did anything get in?
I would also, at the same time, I would step back out and shut the door, trying to keep some of Irina inside.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to shut the door, no problem, or pull the door closed.
While she's checking in, I would send message, or cat sending to Varys, saying everything outside is good. Irina started disappearing. Come here quick. And then I'll post outside the door with it closed, trying to make sure that it doesn't open again, if I can possibly. I don't think I can stop Cascade from opening it, but try to make sure no one else goes in.
Thank you for that, because that was going to be my ruling if she did try to open it. Hubert gives you the all clear. Nothing came in, nothing happened.
Cascade will thank Hubert, and then she's going to rejoin Delg. It seems that whatever Barovia wants, it took. I have no doubt now that this is somehow connected to everything, but I don't know. I've never seen anything like that before.
I sent a message to Varys. Hopefully they'll be here shortly. And we can move forward from there.
Could you ask Wayfinder where we might find Irina if we were to step into Barovia for a time? Or
Wayfinder's just gonna point at this door, because that's the next area, if anything.
that's understood.
Sorry, yeah,
Maybe.
go ahead.
But again, worth a try. We don't lose anything for asking.
Right. Yeah, I will pull out Wayfinder and ask where we could find Irina.
Okay. The sword points hesitantly in a south. I'm sorry. A west by southwest direction and up.
All right, look at Bree and Hope. Say, Delg says Irina has disappeared too. We will, are we ready to hop over there? It should be quick. It's, only across the way. But we can get up above and, stay out of trouble, hopefully. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's be quick.
Alright. I cast Fly on myself and Bree and Hope. The last 10 minutes.
What's your move speed?
60 feet flying.
Okay. Can you please roll a d20 at advantage? Just a plain d20.
Okie dokie. At advantage is a 15.
I need both dice rolls.
Oh, and a 4.
I need from Hope and Bree as well.
Oh.
Same thing at advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, that's fun. 15 and a 1.
Three and
3 and 13.
Yeah, it's a uneventful flight.
Cool. Can you move
Sorry,
us
yeah, I'll
over?
move you. Doesn't matter. There's nothing to see. We're not really.
Yeah, I know. It's theater of the mind time. And do we see the door? The cottage door? Cascade? Do we see it?
Yeah, it won't
Okay.
be invisible, and you guys, because you've been granted access, should be able
Right.
to come in and out as necessary.
So we'll. Doug, you're still inside, right? Or no?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
posting up trying to make sure the door doesn't open right now.
Are you like holding it closed?
And whatever I possibly can do, yes.
So I'll try to open the door and like I thought we were supposed to be allowed in here. I'll knock, bang, 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 bang. Cascade.
Actually, since the two of you have had a conversation, Cascade would have had to have opened the door and come out. So, all of you are on the outside, or Delg went
yeah.
inside.
Yeah, you're right. It would have been we're all outside.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, just to clarify the scene, since
Yep.
we're
You're right.
Oh yeah,
I'm
no, I
sorry.
thought Cascade was inside. Okay. All right.
So when you guys show up, Cascade opened the door. Irina was sitting there waiting, and then she started disappearing like as marked, and the remains dust started heading out the door. I tried to close it to maybe keep some in there, in hopes to maybe you could have Mistral might be able to see if they go anywhere, if they do go anywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like if kind of like my smoke that we follow that lead us to places, does it go a certain direction, or it just doesn't?
If there's something to follow, she can try and follow it. Yeah. It's not just dissipating though. It's actually
it was actually coming towards the door.
Oh. Okay.
slight correction, both. But it
Right.
was coming toward the door.
Right.
Just want to make sure that was clear because I don't know if I verbalized that.
Yeah, well, like I said, I didn't want to take any other. I mean, if it just disappears, it just disappears. But it was moving towards the door and disappearing. But if there
Okay.
is any trail to follow, then
If there's any left and it goes somewhere, then I'll have her follow it. Yeah.
all right. Then I will open the door to see if anything comes back out and if it's able to be followed.
Is Mistral out with you right now?
Yeah.
Can you make a perception check at disadvantage for me, please?
For her,
For her.
but she rolls at advantage. So do I
So
get
it's
a straight roll?
Yep.
Okay. That's a 6.
Mistral sends you a confused image of a beach and sand blowing in the wind. And you definitely understand that she is confused how you expected her to track grains of sand. She didn't see anything.
Yeah, Delg. Too hard.
It was worth a try.
It was.
The rest of the villagers seem to be fine, but we should step inside and regroup. Make use of the cottage while it's here.
Agreed.
A good idea.
Yeah, we need to wait till morning anyway for the parade to finish.
Yeah. Perhaps we can find answers. But my understanding is that whatever we're here for, it has very little to do with anyone here in Barovia.
We need to retrieve something.
I wouldn't be
right?
so sure about that necessarily, but certainly not with these two.
Or Strahd, the man that
Or
caused
Shroud.
you all such grief. This place seems completely different. Everything that you have said that we should expect has been different, changed, altered. I don't believe that the threats that you experienced here are the threats that we face now, and therefore I question whether we really know where we are at all.
I mean, they're similar. They're very similar. Few tweaks. It's not like it's completely different.
And again, we've only been to
It's
the
still
first
familiar.
village.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that it's that familiarity that will cause us problems.
Only thing that we can do is move forward until we figure out why we're here, though.
Are the villagers that we stowed in here, are they out and about, or are they
They're
like
resting.
tucked away?
We were attended to their needs. They've been fed. Some of the children are rather anxious and excitable, but everyone seems to have settled in well.
I'm more wanted to know if I recognize any of the other ones.
Any of the other children?
Well, not necessarily the children, any of the adults.
I mean, you're welcome to go upstairs and like look at them while they're sleeping if you'd like, or into the cottage and look at them.
I think
a little too creepy, so I'll wait until the morning.
Okay.
yeah. I think I'm gonna go to my designated room and see if I can sleep, but just kind of relax, knowing that we're in a safe place right now, trying to gather my thoughts.
As Delg kind of goes to step away, Cascade will... One thing, Delg, before you go. I'm afraid you think that I've forgotten, but I have not. You used Wayfinder earlier. It pointed at me. I would like to know what that was about.
Del will turn around and like look down at Wayfinder for a second, and then pull out Wayfinder and point it at Hope, and then nod and then put Wayfinder back in, and said, "I was just pointing it."
Just pointing it.
Yeah.
I would like to insight check the hell out of that.
Go ahead and roll.
There's no way. Cascade's not good at it, but we're gonna try. God bless.
Is that like a contested deception check, right?
Yeah.
That's a 7.
Incredible. Wonderful. Everything
Oh
I've
my
ever
God!
wanted.
Battle of the single digits.
Oh my god!
So, Delg, why'd you point it at her? Or no, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, he's full of shit.
He's full of shit.
Like, we know this already, though.
I mean, yeah,
Well,
but
I
she just
know
got
this, and
confirmation.
Cascade didn't. Sorry, I've got to take notes about this one time when I bested Delg. Stand by.
I literally have a screenshot of his
Stars and
HP.
hearts and
That
stars.
one time, I got
I
it
would
down to
lend
half.
you color coding pens if I could to just shove them straight through the screen, just to highlight that shit.
I'm just gonna doop. He's full of shit. Delg, you're lying.
Doug will chuckle a little bit and sigh and turn to walk away. And as he walks away, he says, "You're the fairest of them all," and goes to the room.
I kind of wish that he was just pointing it at anything. And
You
Cascade will.
asked.
She'll shrug. I believe that I will be retiring to my own chambers for the evening. Is there anything that you require? Everything should be as you left it. A reminder to not leave any items, as they will be forcibly removed when this fades.
Good night.
Good night. And Cascade will move to the opposite end to her own quarters.
Hope going to bed. Bree doing the sentry thing. Ferris going to bed.
Stands by the front door and like the little lobby foyer area and just hangs out.
Hope is gonna go to her room and just like plop herself down in front of the little Eldath shrine and just try and converse with her for a long time.
Anything in particular that you want to go through, or is it a private moment?
It's more of a private thing.
Fair enough. Is anyone staying up?
Cascade's not gonna like stay up, but she would spend time changing out her spells and racking her brain as to like this weird fading phenomenon. She's not super familiar with the way that planes work or how a like the way Sarah pictures it is very like Avengers, where they like turn into the ash and kind of like glitter away kind of a deal, but like and so she's trying to think of like what she knows, what kind of magic would do that. Like she's just racking her brain.
Sure, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
I would love. I get advantage because my cool book can whisper things to me. The 15.
No spell you have ever heard of.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Ferris, you seemed like you wanted to stay up.
No. I was trying to think of something, a way to attack the kind of same thing, but we didn't experience anything like that, so I don't think it's...
Cool.
When I go to bed, I'm going to sit there in bed and think about what happened, knowing that I have a little more information, try to piece together what that might actually entail and why it may have happened.
Okay.
I expected one or the other, and it seemed like both, but not at full extent. But also, another thing happened I didn't expect for the two people who I thought were allies to go away.
Are you making an argument for a specific check, or do you want to just do religion?
I think it would just be like a religion, just kind of like maybe a check in and see what, like, why or
Yeah?
19.
19's enough. You remember in that moment, as the shock settled in of what was happening, that the kind of energy you were feeling, and like as you heard that kind of whispering wind of Eldath's voice, there seemed to be an element of relief. As if something you were worried about is suddenly no longer a concern.
Okay, thank you.
If there's nothing else and everyone is resting their heads in bed, Delg, you made a comment about that you were going to lay down and try to sleep.
Yeah.
As your eyes close on the pillow and think of everything that had happened and try to remember the moment and come to the realization that Eldath is very pleased that they could do something in that moment to help you in a way that you weren't aware was going to happen. You feel yourself kind of drifting off and then waking up and then drifting off and waking up. It's fitful sleep, and you feel a cold, like, wash over you as this is kind of a familiar feeling. You trying to sleep and having trouble. We're back. The party has laid their heads down to sleep, prayed to Strahd their soul to keep.
I would never.
If we die before our wake.
The GM, Akechi's dice, the GM will take. Welcome back to Morningstar Company Incorporated. As the morning comes, you awaken refreshed with a new day, a new dawn. Except for Delg.
I go down expecting breakfast. But there has been breakfast every other time.
Cascade, you are in control of your realm, so this is on you.
Yeah, if you go down to the kitchen, there would probably be a buffet set up with Rupert and Reagan, the two Maine Coon waiters, attending to the line, making sure that the townsfolk people receive their food. You would also see a Persian cat with a chef hat that would occasionally pop out and look and nod, keeping the food supplied.
How early would this have been set up?
They probably would have started cooking and preparing the food, I don't know, like around like 5-ish. Actually setting it out within like 30 to 45 minutes of that, just to make sure that like everybody, as they woke up, there would be food, you know?
I feel like I would be coming down watching them as they were bringing stuff out. I would have been up that early down there, like waiting.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't long behind you, actually, that some of the kids wander down and get in line. Get food.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they get the food first, and I'd grab food and sit down. I'd probably sit with the kids.
Aww,
Just
daddy dog.
trying to brighten up my morning as much as I can.
It's not easy, but it works. I mean, this is not brand new to you, so it's not that jarring.
Right. Plus, I fit at the kids' table pretty well.
You do. Possibly 2 chairs, depending on what Cascade's done with the kids' table, but yeah.
I'm sure Barry would have made the appropriate accommodations with using Hubert's guidance. I trust my staff.
Morning's yours. What would you guys like to do?
I'm just waiting for everybody else to get up. And then
I quietly followed you in there.
You don't sleep.
I gotta say it, Mr. Saito, you are
I
a
was
fucking legend. Thank you. Sorry.
Thank you, Mr.
Oh, wow.
Saito. Oishi.
Wow.
I literally just put that button on the channel, like, right before power.
Wow.
Amazing. Cascade would she would sleep in a little bit. Just trying probably she stayed up trying to sort out that magic stuff. But she would come in refreshed, looking a little bit like she always has like she always looks as if she's been walking in a light rain most of the time, and her hair kind of always generally moves with like as if she were underwater. But she would come in looking though she had freshly showered, but maybe was in a bit of a rush.
Can you make a perception check for me as you go downstairs?
I would love to do that. That's a dirty 20.
Delg looks like shit.
Well, I was
Okay.
full of it last night, so I need.
Yeah, it just got everywhere. Just got everywhere.
Can't hold it in anymore.
Not that kind of shit. Are we just gonna devolve into poop and shit jokes now?
I guess so.
And listen, that's the writers are on strike. What do you want us to do, man? we're pulling our best material, okay?
Wait a minute.
We already ran out of the backlog.
Listen,
There's no more draft scripts. What do
hang
you
on.
want?
The writers are on strike. I didn't mean to cross the picket line. Hang on, I'm out. Peace.
Too late. You already crossed.
I did. Right.
Can't come back.
You're already there, Scab. Right.
Cascade would raise an eyebrow, kind of like look, and I would awkwardly like kind of come up behind, like Delg's at the kids' table, like being cool Uncle Delg, and Cascade would say, "Delg, did you not sleep?"
Oh yeah, I slept.
I'm afraid you didn't hear me. Did you not sleep? You look unwell.
No.
The last time you looked unwell, you projectile vomited on everything in front of you. And she's saying that like out loud, hoping it'll freak out the kids a little bit.
Well, if you're saying it out loud, I'm not sitting at the table with him, but I'm sitting adjacent. So I'll look over at Delg.
No, my stomach feels fine, and I did sleep.
Okay, do you care to explain why you then look like, well, that?
I would like to quietly, in my head, ask Wayfinder why I look like shit.
Hey, sword buddy, why do I feel like poop?
The sword quickly and decisively raises to point at one of the villagers at the buffet.
Now, that was not expected.
I'm looking too. Since I was looking at him, I'm tracing that line out too.
Yeah, so it's Cascade. They're all
She's
three
like-
just standing.
I put the sword away, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on that person.
Does she
Cascade's
look
gonna...
familiar?
She does not.
I cast detect magic.
You can't see anything because you're in a magic house.
You're just blinded by the magic everywhere.
You will see that Rupert is particularly magic, one of the main coons. He has a lovely tap routine.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so
I'm
you...
specifically looking for skin bags on her belt, and
There is an oddly familiar shape tucked under her shirt.
So I'll walk over to Cascade and Delg. Do you see that, Delg?
Her getting her food? Yes, I see her getting her food. I don't know
Did
why
you ask your Wayfinder question out loud?
No, it was in my head.
She's finished collecting her food, and she has head upstairs to eat it in her room.
Cascade will try to stop her before she's able to leave. Like, it's almost like she's standing behind Delg. Delg raises like the sword up and it points at her. Cascade looks at Delg, looks at the woman, looks at Delg, and just immediately started moving over to her to talk.
I would attempt to stop her.
Okay, so hang on. Before we get to you attempting to stop her, I need a more accurate description of where this buffet is compared to where the table you're sitting at is, because you're kind of asking me to do something retroactively.
I hear you. I was just trying to kind of like wait my turn before I was like,
I get
the way that I picture it is like a long dining hall with like the food being towards the back, so you kind of go into the back and then you can filter back to tables, if that makes sense. That way it's a loop out. Again, Barry is very good at what he does and running a managed food room.
I worked for over a year and a half as the brunch main bartender. The fact that they got that shit ready in a half an hour, I'm impressed.
Well, they're magical.
They're magic. Truly.
So were we.
divinely inspired. But yeah, that's in my mind's eye. It's like the doors to leave are like down and away. So you like come in, there's the line up, you get your food, and then you have to walk past tables or seating to get back out of the room, kind of a deal.
Yeah. So Delg is trying to stop you.
I would like reach for whatever I could grab, like her hand or her robe or something, to get her attention.
Grab her hand. Yeah, that's fine.
To get her attention and like nod towards the kids, like, hey, maybe let her go and follow her rather than confronting her. Knowing what we had to go against with skin bags before.
I'm sorry. Skin bags?
I didn't say that loud. I silently grab your hand and be like, nod towards the kids, like, hold on. And
okay.
I would get up on my
gotcha.
chair and like wait until she leaves and then let Cascade go after her. So it's not in the same room.
Okay.
So, as I see this interaction happen, Delga, are you?
I didn't sleep well last night. Yes, it seems to be.
Okay, Cascade. So this is hushed tones, close, I think we have a witch in our midst.
All right.
Based on how he looks, and then him pointing a sword at a random person, and she's got she appears to be carrying something that the ones that we have encountered before also carried. I don't know what your experience is, but they're very tricky. You can travel in and amongst the word escapes me. The ether, ethereal. That's the word.
You're
Very
suggesting that this person, this being, can travel in the space between planes?
Not suggesting.
I'm not suggesting, I'm telling you that they can.
All right.
But it all seems to be tied to this bag they wear.
Didn't
and
they
the stone
have
within
a
it.
necklace?
For the record, you saw the necklace there.
Oh,
as
that's
well.
right. The stone's on
Don't
the
I
necklace.
have a necklace?
You
I
do
think
have
I-
a heartstone. Yes, you do.
I do. So I will pull out that necklace, the heartstone.
I also have a human skin bag, so pull that out too.
This is what you're looking
Y'all just-
for. Romper room. Go find it.
You guys just like pull out this weird arcane shit, and Cascade just looks at necklace, looks at bag, looks at you guys, and just goes, "Fine."
Yeah, we've seen some shit. All right.
Can I recall what... I kept the necklace for a reason. I thought it linked them. Can I recall what it did?
Make a history check.
22.
It allowed them to shift into the ethereal plane.
So it was the necklace that did that, not the bag.
No,
Okay.
the bag was where they collected souls.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Excuse me.
You haven't emptied
So
your bag
with
yet.
that, I would ask Varys if he could look at this to see if it's still magical or not.
I'm looking at it with detect magic.
I feel like we addressed this before.
Yeah. I think
remember, though.
it died with them.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah,
They became non-magical.
That's what I thought, but I just
Yeah.
wanted to. Okay.
It wasn't something it wasn't something we could use.
Right.
Hold the hell on. I just want everybody to notice that wasn't just a subscription. It was a 12-month subscription. You absolute god.
Mr. Saito, thank you. What the frickin' A, dude? Thank you very much.
You know what? I know you don't like us calling it out. I don't even give a shit. Thank you.
Thank you, Saito.
I love you. It is the holidays. Thank
Wow.
Uh,
Amazing.
all right, so you've seen these before. We have one here in my home, a place that they should not be able to be, as anything that intended us to hostility should not have been able to enter. How do
Well,
we?
you
how do
invited
we-
all of them, right?
I mean, it's
We didn't know.
so
I
they
think we should.
yeah.
I think we should go check on it though. Follow her. Don't let her get too far away. We can talk about this later, but you understand
Well,
what we're getting into.
I mean, follow her where? It's not like she's going anywhere. She's inside
if she-
here, and she'll have to leave when Cascade puts it
I don't
out.
think you understand. The wording of my spell is very specific. Even if I did not know that this person intended us harm, she should not be able to be here.
Okay, well, there is a possibility that... So here's the thing. There were 3 of them before, okay? There's the possibility that this one isn't the one harming Delg. She could be elsewhere. So, in that case, a person that intended us harm is not in here. See what I'm saying? They work in groups.
I understand, but what you're suggesting is that there is a being that is coercing. It's the language of this magic is very specific.
I'm just
Right.
saying, even with specific language, there can be loopholes.
I understand, but my concern is that if this person can traverse through planes, that this is not as safe as we thought it was, and while there might be one now, you say that they travel in 3s? And we have an entire village of people here.
We're all about to have to leave anyways.
Well,
Again, we should go find her.
It's also curious that she was hiding with the villagers.
Cascade's going to kind of put up a hand and snap once, and seemingly from just like a door will open in the wall, and Hubert, the little black tuxedo cat, will step out, and Cascade will turn to him. Hubert, could you please alert the staff to a individual who is not welcome on the premises? We need to make sure that they are reprimanded and detained as quickly as possible. If you find them, please report back to me immediately.
Okay.
I don't voice your NPCs, but he agrees.
Yeah, they're literally cat people. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah. I love that. I love that you legit. Yeah, I love that you legitimately like put this in Monster Hunter.
Yes.
Because that's when you said they were preparing brunch. It's exactly what I thought.
Yes.
The Meow's
Correct.
Killer Chef.
Correct. If you think that Barry is not just this ripped AF Persian chef cat with a fantastic mustache, you are mistaken. Cascades, we should find Hope and we should find Bree and we should alert them of this.
Very careful about agitating it inside here.
I don't think we have a choice, Varys, is my point. This is a thing that can be here whether we intend for it or not. And I, for one, do not welcome creatures of...
But they weren't doing anything. They were eating breakfast. All I'm saying is it'd be better not to agitate it in here.
I'm sorry, Varys.
They'll go look up and, like, stare right into, like, Varys's eyes. Just, like, look at him and be like...
There are innocent people in here.
And we will do everything we can to protect them. But as long as that thing, or person, or creature is wandering around my home uninvited... I'm sorry, Varys. It's not a matter of them just eating breakfast.
No one says we can't talk.
Of course, I intend to talk very clearly.
Yeah, they're really big on that. Can't wait to see you talk to her.
One of the children walks up to you guys all talking and like tugs on your sleeve, Cascade.
Yes?
When is Irina coming back?
She isn't. And Cascade is going to turn and go to find Bree and Hope.
Wow.
She's a
I'm sorry,
cold-hearted
y'all.
snake.
She didn't... I'm sorry for my friend. Yes. Irina had to go see about something. I'm not sure when she will be back.
How are we going to get to Vallaki with the rest of the townsfolk?
I wouldn't worry about that. I think we're going to Vallaki, my friends and I. We'll make sure everyone gets there.
Is the mean lady coming too?
Which one's the mean lady?
Pointing toward Cascade going upstairs.
Oh, Cascade. Yes. But, I mean, she's not mean. She's just misunderstood. And this is her... Do you like the food and the place that you slept last night?
I've never been in a place like this. It's magical.
It's pretty cool, right?
It's so amazing. And this food!
So the mean lady made this. So maybe give her a break.
No, she didn't. The cat made this.
Nope. I mean, the cat made the food. The mean lady made the cat and the building.
How did she make a cat?
Well, that's for another time.
Yes. Just, all I'm saying is, don't shit where you eat, all right?
I'm telling this to
I'm not supposed to say that word.
Ferris, you go help find.
Sorry, chat, we've lost all control.
I think it's great.
The kid leaves. He's pondering how Cascade could possibly have made a cat. Do we want to go? So is anybody following Cascade, or are we just going to go switch to Cascade looking for this woman?
I'd take after or follow.
Okay, so this is an investigation check at a very low DC and at advantage because, hey, it's your cottage.
Yeah, baby. Back again. Okay, there's one.
Oh,
Not that low.
Not that low.
A 16.
Yeah, like I said, very low DC.
She rolled a nat 1.
Oh, I'm aware. But for the 15 or the 16, enough. She's not here. You check everywhere. You are confident she's not here.
There's like the main foyer where Bree would have kind of set up for her sentry moment that Cascade has put a lovely portrait in front of. And Cascade would be kind of standing in the middle of that foyer, just looking up, because she's got a skylight that lets in just a nice soft sun. And she would be standing there, not to the party. It would be very clear that she is put out. To anyone else, it would look like she's just standing there. And I think she would try to make sure that Bree and Hope join the rest of the group so we can kind of talk about what this means.
It's up to them whether they consent to join your brunch.
Yeah, I just want to kind of kick it over to there because I need a second to think about what I would do here.
Yeah, with that, I think that while she's looking in the foyer, Bree would be there, and I would ask Bree if she saw, and I would describe what the woman looked like to the best of my knowledge.
With no roll needed, you saw her.
And where did she go?
What?
Huh?
Did you just say what?
I said out.
Oh. You would have seen her go upstairs.
Okay. I was
Yeah, sorry. My bad.
There's no other place to go but out. And
Yeah.
I can't really see outside, so I don't really know.
Yeah, no. So she took her food and went upstairs to her room to go eat upstairs. That's the last time we saw her.
Okay, so I didn't see her leave.
No, you did not
Okay.
see her leave. Like, you were standing there, and with your, like, because you don't really sleep and you're in sentry mode kind of thing, and with your, like, the keen investigating bullshit, there's no way you wouldn't have clocked her and saw her go upstairs. So I don't even need a roll for that. Unless you can make an argument why you wouldn't.
No, I mean, yeah, I would have noticed it. I don't know if I would necessarily have noticed it as a suspicious thing unless she was, squirreling the food away in such a way or something like that that looked strange.
Well,
but-
actually, you know what? Let's make a retroactive insight check. How about that?
Okay. Actually, well, wait a minute. This is a thing.
Actively waiting for the thing.
No, never. I mean, this is specific for if a creature is lying, so I don't think that counts.
It counts.
Well then, because of my ear for deceit, whenever I make an insight check to determine whether a creature is lying, treat a roll of 7 or lower on the d20 as an 8. So I guess I
8
rolled,
plus 6 is 14?
yes, that would actually just, be a 14. My standard.
I mean, you can hear in sentry mode. With those two pieces of information that they left and what they were talking about, which would have been near the dining room, yes, Cascade? Yeah, you would have heard that it was an eerie coincidence that she left to go upstairs with her food roughly around the same time that they were talking about some things in a hushed tone.
Yes, while you were all talking and being... Sorry, that was an Amber Alert. While you were all talking and... there's a missing
They're
person.
upstairs trying to figure out what where the
Morgantha's
cats come
stealing
from.
children again. last seen with an old lady in a sack,
Handing out pastries.
moving down. Yeah.
Yes, while you were all talking, she managed to take her breakfast and move upstairs to the bedrooms.
I would like to go back into the dining room and count the children. And recall if any of them are missing.
Okay, so a history check, because you've never told me you counted the children.
No, but I
Uh,
definitely interact with them all the time.
Hubert would also know the number of guests we had in the cottage. Cascade was aligned with this thought. She was going to check with the staff.
Sure. So, noticing what you're doing, Delg, is you literally are staring at children going,
Yeah, it's fine.
Hubert would walk up and tell you they're all there.
Okay. That's good. Right. Yeah. I guess I would head up if Hope hasn't came down. I would head up to go check on Hope.
Unless Varys has something specific that you would like to do, that'll kind of bring us to Cascade going upstairs to look for her, I guess, and Hope being in the room.
Yeah. I don't have any.
Okay. Hope, Cascade, anything you want to do upstairs?
I mean, we've already kind of done the search of the premises, but Cascade would want to, like, know where this person was staying at, just to do a sweep and see if they left behind any items, knowing that if they did, like, they're going to get ejected from the cottage once the spell drops. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, sure. So it's easy for you to ask your staff which room this person was sleeping in. You have a picture of her in your mind. You can communicate that to them easily. So you go to the room. The only thing that is really, like, at first glance, that's really noticeable is the bed doesn't look like it was slept in.
Cascade will, if, like, alone in the room, will see that no one has slept in the bed, turn around, close the door, open the door, and return to the rest of the party.
Important to note, whatever folding technique or, like, towel arrangements or, like, sculptures that you would have your staff
Yes.
do, still in place.
Yeah, they all look like little dinosaurs.
Of course they do. Nice, neat little hospital corners, probably. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. It would appear that our guest neither slept nor used any of the facilities during their stay, and they have absconded outside of the area. This is alarming on several means, because it means, one, they were able to influence one of our party's sleep in a place where they should not have been able to get in the first place. Two, it means that this area is no longer secure, and will not remain so until this threat is eliminated.
Well, I mean, we know where their house is. So, I mean, technically it's our house. Windmill. Anyway.
I'm sorry, I feel... Do you know where their house is? Or do you think you know where their house is?
I mean, this town is pretty much the same as it was, as far as I can tell. I don't see any reason why everything else wouldn't be where it was before. But we'll find out, won't we? There's no way I can know for 100% Cascade. We just got here. We've been in the same places. But I'm confident.
I would like my concerns noted thusly. We do not know this place. Whatever we think we know, we do not know. What has happened here might seem like some sort of small witch infestation, but what this means is that any upper hand we had with this place, we don't actually have. We don't know what we're here to find. We don't know where it is. And everything is different, though the buildings might be the same. It's the last I'll speak of it. I'll be getting ready to leave. And Cascade will kind of start moving towards her own chambers.
Your concerns are thusly noted, but it's still pretty much the same. With some minor differences.
Hope wasn't with us, was she? So yeah, I'd be upstairs looking for Hope.
Yeah, at this point I would be doing the same thing.
I think Del would have found Hope first because you said you went upstairs earlier.
Right. Hey, I wasn't part of that conversation because I was looking for it.
Mm-hmm. Hope, he knows where you are. So
Yeah.
Knock on the door.
You knock on the door and it kind of just opens. It's never ever like fully shut. As like an open invitation for anyone that needs anything, kind of a thing. You'll see Hope curled up in a blanket on the floor right next to Eldath's shrine, sleeping.
I think I'd quietly go up next to her and put my hand on her side and kind of like gently shake her to see if she's all right and kind of wake her up to check on her. Let her know that breakfast is ready and wonder why she's sleeping on the floor next to all that shrine. Because I know the bed's big enough for her.
She would kind of startle awake. Oh, hey, sorry. It's probably kind of late in the morning, isn't it? Yeah, sorry, I stayed up kind of late last night. I'll head downstairs in a minute, okay?
Everything all right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just... I don't like being back here a lot. I don't think anyone does. But we had a really bad time when we were here last. And things only seem to be worse. And we can't seem to save everyone again. And I can't help but feel very guilty for that. So I've been doing a lot of thinking and looking internally and seeing what I can fix. Even just in the immediate surroundings.
Doug would get up and go towards the door and look outside to see if anybody's there, and then shut the door with them still in the room and turn around and look at Hope and say, not to worry you, but a couple things. There was a witch in the cottage. I didn't get very much sleep.
Hope's gonna like sit up very quickly.
And
are you serious?
As for not being able to save people, is Mark and I really I don't think we were fully meant to save people. I think it's my fault that they are gone. And Del would be kind of saying this a little quieter, just in case someone was coming by the door. But so I don't think you should be so hard on yourself.
Okay, we're gonna go through that point by point here. There was a witch. What's up with that?
I think we're gonna try to figure that out. They're not here anymore.
Oh, okay, that's great that they're not here. Is it like the same witches that we saw at the windmill? That's
All I'm
believe so.
familiar with here. Okay. Oh, that sucks. Okay. You said you didn't sleep well. Is that like last time?
Yes.
Do you want help with that, maybe?
I don't
I don't-
think there was any help. I think finding the witches is what the help was. I thought that the only way to do it was to remove the person who put the spell on me. I could be wrong. If you remember.
No.
You're not there.
We were
You're
much
not there.
lower level.
You're not there.
But if you could think of something else, or if you remember different, I don't remember fully. Obviously, I am tired, so that doesn't help.
Understandably so. I have a couple ideas. And she'll kind of shift where she's sitting on the ground. Come here for a second. And she'll like look around and see her effects off to the side and like reach into a pouch. I think I've done this on you before, but we're just gonna give it, the old university try here, or academy try.
I would initially step forward and then I would take a step back, because if I'm correct, what you're using is diamond dust.
Mm-hmm.
And I would refuse that just in case we needed it for other things for now. I am okay for now. We'll save it just in case we need it later.
I have a lot. It's okay.
You never know how much you ever need. We're in Barovia and we can't get that stuff as easy.
Okay. Well, backup plan, I guess. It's never worked, but let me just give it a shot. And you'll see Hope kind of getting into a bit of a praying position, and she would try and pray to Eldath and ask for whatever is afflicting Delg to be removed via divine intervention. Very obviously going to fail this, but who knows?
Okay, so you're
You
doing
gotta believe.
Yeah, you're doing divine intervention instead of what Delg told you not to do. Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, go for it.
Okay.
In one session.
You did it, Ash! You did it, Ash!
How?
You did it!
This is
Because
our
Delg is
campaign.
directly involved.
Jeez.
That is the only reason.
You
This is
defeated the
our
big bad evil
campaign.
plot guy. We have taken over. This is fucking Morningstar and Company remix. Oh my god. Okay, yeah.
This is not your show anymore.
You
It's
and
our
me
show.
both, my dude. Oh. I'm like that one lady, Renata, what's her face? I'm your freestyle coach, and then just fucking.
Ow. I'm just gonna add a hope counter. That's 1.
Yeah, I get my own calendar.
She's gonna catch up. Gonna get it all in season 3.
3 weeks.
So, you did know before, and this occurs to you, that there were other ways to do it. Greater Restoration would have worked. And you
what
are
I thought.
very aware of that as, like, the universe comes into alignment in this moment. What does divine intervention look like to cure Delg?
I want to say that this is like just a small beacon of light that kind of shines down on Delg. And as that comes into view, some like ethereal plants start to grow around him. And one of them turns into a vine and creeps up the wall, and as such kind of just goes over to where Hope is, grabs the bag of diamond dust, and kind of pours a little bit over on top of Delg's head, like pixie dust kind of a thing, as if it's Eldath saying, You knew this would work. Just do that instead.
The dust that comes out, I mean, you've seen the diamond dust before and how it like catches light in sort of like a prismatic way. And this time it has a much different color to it. Instead of catching all of the lights and having a rainbow effect, it's predominantly green and brown and natural colors as it shimmers like stardust going down over Delg. In addition to Delg, you feeling this sense of relief, there's this like instant connection between the two of you that I mean, you both follow Eldath, but I feel like in 24 hours, I'm coming back on for this. In 24 hours, the two of you having like such a intimate connection to your deity. That's got to be like a bonding moment for you, like a non-verbal, just both vibrating on the same like universal wavelength kind of situation. Whatever that means to you and whatever conversation you have internally to each other, that's for you to decide. In character, out of character, out loud, not out loud, tell me, don't tell me, doesn't matter. That is your moment, not ours.
I have an idea. If you'll play along.
Yeah.
So, in this moment where we both kind of mentally realize what's happening, we very quickly lock eyes and are instantly shifted into a different viewpoint of them standing right next to each other, but standing in front of the lake at Hope's home and looking out onto the water. And kind of just quietly recognizing where they are and just recognizing the power within one another. And Hope will just put her hand on Delg's shoulder, and as she does that, they're both instantly reminded that this is how they first met in a dream the day before they met in person. Kind of nod and stand there for what feels like minutes, hours, it's hard to say. But witnessing the majesty of the lake and the waterfall before them, and then they slowly come back into the scene in Hope's room.
I have a hunch Delg is a man of few words in this moment, so I'm going to jump in. In addition to that, in addition to Delg, you feeling revitalized, you do get your long rest. You do get your maximum HP back. And Hope, you feel the same thing that you now know Delg felt. There is an even deeper sigh of relief that kind of comes along the current with Eldath's blessing, as if something they were worried about is no longer a factor. The two of you get the sense that there is a lot more that they are worried about. Actively worried about. As this moment passes and you return to the normal world where cats produce brunch and children don't understand how Cascade produces cats. This feels like the right moment to end our session for this week. So, yeah. ignore my title of Valley of Ghosts. I feel like I might need to rename this one.
I think he's just afraid we might throw another divine intervention in there.
We have a solid in-game week before that's going to work for either of us. Well,
I have a wish
you
spell.
6 days. Oh, that's
No.
fine.
I'm gonna try it.
You're going to try it.
Wish spell
80.
7 days to go by.
Did it work?
Damn.